All right, Shalom. For the foremost, I want to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone, and to all the acumen across the globe, pushing the word of truth and sincerity. I want to say Shalom. It's Adai Nawa from the great millstone campus, Chicago, with another scripture today, going to the curses of Deuteronomy 28 and 22. Deuteronomy 28 and 22. Yahweh shall smite thee with a consumption, and with a fever, and with the inflammation, and with extreme burning, and with the sword, and with blasting, and with mildew, and they shall pursue thee until thou perish. You look at some of the places where Israel is scattered, some of these tropical areas, some of these desert areas, where there's not very much rainfall, irrigation, vegetation for their crops and for their cattle. You look at some places in the Middle East where Jacob scattered at, some places in South America. They have droughts. Even here in America, so-called America, different parts of the country go through a very long periods of without rain. Okay. All right. So everywhere Israel is scattered, they're not gonna be able to escape the curses. One way to strike a people to reprove or to make it harder for people, lack of a better word, is destroy their crops. Make their land parched with drought. Make it not habitable for their cattle and their animals. Their service animals. I'm gonna look at this word consumption. It says consumption is the Hebrew word is
Strong's H 7829 Shachetheth.
Right, which means a consumption, a wasting disease of the lungs. So Jake had all type of emphysemas and asthma, and they end up getting lung cancer, and ultimately this land is polluted. And what comes with the pollution of the land is disease, our bodies being unhealthy. All right, let me look at I'm gonna look at all these words through the spirit. With the word fever, colds, man. I mean, back in the ancient days, I know during the settlement, the so-called settlement of Esau, Edom, and his land, that they had this thing called scarlet fever. And Jake would get sick. And they would eventually pass. Inflammation. Let's look up this. Inflammation, right? You get swelling of your joints, arthritis, osteoporosis, or breaking down of the bones. The inflammation, but it still has it affects the body. Let me see what this is. It's extreme burning. And that burning means extreme heat, inflammation, violent heat, fever, heat strokes, strokes. All right. Jake is really a very sickly nation right now. Of course, we know what the word sword is. All right, sword, a knife, tools for cutting stone. And Jacob getting shot down and hunted down in all the places where they dwell, man. By the police, by Esau, by other Jake. All right. With the word blasting. It said blighted or blasted thing, blighted crops. Right, your crop's gonna get mildew and eaten up by various animals like grass. You got grass insects, grasshoppers, ants, and worms, man. Okay, hey, the ground is not yielding its full potential, man. Okay. What the word mildew? Mildew, paleness, livingness, mildew, rust, paleness, mold, man. All right. Hey, so everything that we put our hands to is not gonna prosper, man. All right, we're up under the curses, whether it be in the city, whether it be in the country, whether it be a high member of society to a low member of society. No matter what you do, the curses are gonna follow you. They're gonna overtake you. So with that, I'm gonna say shalom.